Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Today I decided to tell you about how do I stay healthy. And the reason why I decided to do this video is because quite a few people recently have been asking me how do I stay healthy and how am I not ill all the time, considering that I work with different people all the time. I am on public transport a lot and it has been really cold in UK at the moment and everyone has had some sort of virus or a flu or something like that, and except when I got ill in Russia, I haven't really been ill and I rarely do get ill. Touch wood, because I definitely don't want that to change. I try my best to stay healthy, but I think staying healthy is not just about not getting ill. It includes the health of my skin, it includes like my overall well-being, it consists of so many little things. So I thought I will share with you kind of my tips for your personal well-being and how to stay healthy. First of all, of course, I'm gonna get the obvious things out of the way. Number one is for me a balanced diet, and when I say balanced diet, I mean that everything in moderation is kind of my motto. I don't limit myself to what I can and what I can't eat. I eat whatever I want and when I want. It's just that I eat it in moderation, and if I want a pizza today, I will definitely have it, but that means that the next day I will try and eat a little bit healthier. And I also try to option for healthier options, don't go for stuffed with cheese and cheese stuffed crust and things like that. I don't really do that. I will go for a simple tomato mozzarella pizza, margarita or something like that. Make sure you eat plenty of non-processed food, so plenty of fresh vegetables and fresh fruit. And if you are cooking your meat or your fish or your vegetables, try and not overcook them. The longer you cook your vegetables for, the less vitamins and minerals will stay in them. The second thing, of course, is exercise. And for me, the key to enjoying the exercise and wanting to exercise is finding a sport that you enjoy doing. I was exhausting myself in the gym, I think 2 years ago. I was there 5-6 days a week. I had a personal trainer. I was just going a bit crazy and I just didn't enjoy it at all. It was such a big effort for me to get up and go to the gym, and it was very expensive as well to pay my personal trainer. Of course, you don't have to have a personal trainer, but even to pay the gym membership. And I just didn't like how my body was looking. I didn't like how I felt. I was going very muscly, my shoulders were raising, so that exercise just wasn't for me. And then I discovered yoga and Pilates for myself, and I have to say that I haven't felt or looked, in my opinion, better ever. At the moment, I am so happy with the way I look, how my body looks, how I feel. I have so much more energy than I used to have. I used to take naps pretty much every day, and I'm 26 years old. I have no children, no one keeps me awake at night, except Kitty sometimes, but I used to take naps all the time. Now I'm I don't remember last time I took a nap. I'm always full of energy. It's easy for me to wake up in the morning, and I do think that it is a combination of the things that I do, but I would say that Pilates, yoga is definitely one of them. Try and do it at home. Open YouTube, there are plenty of exercises there, and do it at home. I do it sometimes as well. I will open a 10-minute workout and jump in front of the telly, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Another thing is supplements, and supplements is of course a very thing of choice. You can take them, you don't have to take them, but in my opinion, from our daily life and from our daily, the diet that we have, we do not get enough vitamins and minerals and everything that we need from the food that we eat. So I do take supplements every day. I take them not just for my overall health and well-being, but I take them for my hair, skin and nails, because my skin does get stressed at work, but also we live in a environment when the pollution is really bad, and I do blame it for a lot of problems that people have with their skin. I take Skin Omegas 3, 6 and 9, so they have fish oil in them and they have vitamin A in them, and it's a great supplement for, especially if you are trying to maintain a good healthy skin. I use the brand Advanced Nutrition Program. I will leave the link below if you want to take a look, and if you want to buy them. I do trust this brand and I have been taking it for years and it really works for me. So I can recommend it to you. I also take skin antioxidants, but they just have a really good content in them. It has grapeseed extract, green tea, it has curcumin root, it has the beta carotene, vitamin A, so it's just full of like phytonutrients and beta carotenes and vitamin A, obviously, that is providing you with good skin, but also hair and nails. So they are definitely a good helping hand if you're trying to, you know, keep those in shape. And I also take skin vitamin A. So I know that it sounds like I'm taking a lot of vitamin A, but actually it's really hard to overdose on vitamin A. We are nowhere near the amount of vitamin A that we should be taking. So you need to take a lot of vitamin A to like overdose it or you know, take too much. So don't be afraid, but do research. Just don't buy those multivitamins that they sell in supermarkets. They really don't work. Give it a little bit of research, pay a little bit more. You'll only have one body for the rest of your life, so, you know, take care of it. There is vitamin A and vitamin D, and that's really good if you're trying to prevent the signs of aging, if you're trying to protect your skin from any sun damage or anything like that. I also take this is calcium, magnesium and vitamin D. This is from Solgar. It's a really good brand for supplements and vitamins as well. They sell it, I think they sell it in Holland and Barrett, and they do sell it in other like health food shops. But yeah, these are really good for overall health and well-being too. Another thing, of course, is things like smoking and drinking. I understand that it's an addictive thing, and then a lot of people are like addicted to smoking, and you've been smoking for years. I have never been a one to enjoy smoking. I did try smoking when I was a teenager. I tried really hard. Like, you know, when everyone around you is smoking, all your friends, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna smoke as well, because it was, you know, it was like in fashion and it was cool to smoke. But I don't know, I just never got into it. I hate the smell, I hate the taste. But when I met Jay, he used to smoke a pack of Marlboro Reds a day. He was a really heavy smoker. It took me 2 years to get him off those cigarettes. Now he's on a vapor, so he still smokes, but he went to like a tiny dose of nicotine, so he's doing really well. But I completely understand the people who are addicted. I just think that there are so many options these days to move away from cigarettes, plasters and tablets and chewing gums. But I do think that electric cigarettes and vapors, they are fantastic, and they really do like a good job at substituting the cigarettes. When it comes to drinking, I drink myself. I love a glass of wine, you know, with my dinner, or, you know, during a day, like a nice cold rosé somewhere in Italy. I do not deny myself any pleasures when it comes to things like that, but I don't really drink that much. So again, same things applies here, everything in moderation. Another thing is sleep. For me, sleep is very important. I have to get my sleep. I'm a complete owl. I hate waking up early. It's really hard for me to wake up early, but sometimes I have to wake up like at 5 to get a train if the location of the shoot is really far. And I do think that sleeping, it is an essential part of your overall well-being. So do allow yourself at least 7 hours of sleep. But another thing that I wanted to show you and to tell you about is health of your skin when it comes to sleeping, because a lot of people get early wrinkles because they sleep in a wrong way. And when I mean in a wrong way, there are a lot of like face sleepers. I am one of them. I always sleep on my tummy. But one tip that I can give to you, if you're trying to like keep your skin healthy, then try and invest into one of these. This is my pillowcase from Illuminage. I think the brand is Illuminage. I have had this pillowcase for probably a year now. If you don't want to invest in one of this kind of, you know, pillowcases that are meant, you know, for skin health, then you can just buy a silk pillowcase, because when you use cotton and you know, fabrics like that, they crease your skin, and basically you are sleeping and you're like smudged like this. I mean, this is how I look when I sleep, but because I sleep on this, you kind of just slide on it, and it's really nice. I also like that it's quite cooling. This pillowcase actually has copper in it. I know this sounds really weird, but it does have copper, and that's how, you know, they prevent the signs of anti-aging, and it's also kind of, you know, keeping your skin in good condition and healthy. So yeah, that's one of the tips that I wanted to give you. Another thing that I do is use an acupressure mat. I know this looks a bit weird. Let's just untie it and I'll show you what it is. Spiky mat. It's an acupressure mat that I will come home from a shoot or from a very long day. I will, you know, put a t-shirt on, and then I will just lie on this. I will lie on my back. Sometimes I will stand with my bare feet. Sometimes I will just sit on it. Whatever you feel like doing. I bought one of this for my mom as well. It's fantastic. If you have neck aches, if you have back aches, or your posture is bad, anything like that. I used to have really bad pains in my back, and I still do because I am quite tall, and if I'm standing for the whole day, my back do start hurting. But these I really like, and there are a lot of really expensive ones out there. I think that they all do exactly the same thing. I bought this one for £15 off, I don't know, some site online. I will leave the link below if you want to take a look at it. I just keep it, you know, rolled up together with my yoga mats and everything like that, and once in a while I will just get it out and I will lie on it, I will chill. It's not too spiky, it's not painful at all. Sometimes I will actually like raise my t-shirt from the back and I will lie with like naked skin on it, and it actually feels really nice, and it really wakes you up. If you want to do it like in the morning, you can even like put it in your bed, you know, while you're, I don't know, reading or something, and just lie on it. It's really good for getting your blood flowing, for blood circulation, things like that. So yeah, this is definitely one of my little helpers. Another thing that I do and that I love doing is drinking turmeric milk. I will show you how I make it. It's a fantastic drink. It has kind of anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties to it. If you suffer from headaches, if you suffer from cold, anything like that, drink turmeric milk. When I met Jay, he used to be ill quite a lot, and now I just basically drown him in turmeric milk almost every evening, and we sleep so much better, we don't get ill as much. So the way I make it is I usually use either normal milk. If I make it for Jay, I usually use almond milk for myself. So I measure 2 cups of milk, I put it in a pot, then I add some grated ginger. I also grate the turmeric root. If you can't find turmeric root, you can just use powder. So just use 1 teaspoon. Then I will use some cinnamon as well. I usually put peppercorns in it. You can also just put some grounded pepper. It just turmeric is just absorbs so much better if you put pepper with it. I just mix it up and I let it and I bring it to boil. Then I turn the stove off and then I leave it to stand for about 10 minutes just to infuse. Then in the cup I put it through a sifter and I add a little bit of honey just for the sweetness, and it's such a nice, such a warming and calming drink. We usually have it in the evening before we go to bed, and I really like it, and I do recommend giving it a try because it does work a treat. Are you excited about the turmeric milk?
No.
Why not?
I've had it before.
But don't you still get excited every time? Just like when you wake up next to me every morning?
No.
Why not? And the last thing that I wanted to tell you is not to be afraid to go to your doctor, to your GP and ask questions. I'm one of those people who, yes, I do overreact once in a while, and I come to my GP and I'm like, I have a mole on my toe. It's growing. I'm convinced it's growing. He's like, it's not growing. But at the same time, if I wouldn't be like that, I wouldn't discover some of the problems that I do have. So do not be afraid to go to your GP and ask for a blood test, hormonal test, hormonal screening. You know, just say, you know, I want to check, you know, everything. I just want to know how is my overall well-being and things like that. don't be afraid to go and ask questions, and you know, they can't blame you for that. That's why you pay your taxes, to get your, you know, healthcare and things like that. That's what they're there for. I hope this video was at least a little bit helpful. If you have any tips how you stay healthy, please do let me know. I would love to hear your tips and stories. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you very soon in my next video.